talking.
Hello, my fan friends. Oh, my stars. Welcome to episode 23. Is it? Of Twitch of Fun? I think it is. I am sitting in the Taskmaster studio. Alex and Greg are here. I've asked them to keep as still as possible just throughout the show. We will be live streaming the final episode of Taskmaster. After this is finished, it'll be at 9 o'clock. I'm going to try and keep this to an hour tonight. Good luck. By leaving out all your favourite characters. And just going straight back to what this is meant to be, a sideways look at the news. There is the head of Gregory Davis. Do I have it in my house? Or does it exist in the house of one of the other contestants? If Catherine Parkinson has that, I'll eat my own penis. Fried up with some garlic. That's a reference to something I said on Rehearsed yesterday on Tuesday, so which isn't out yet. So that's for the Twitch fans. Welcome. Look, I should be hot today. Oh shit! Look, got the sound still on there. Turn it off. This computer's really playing up actually. Yes, I should be very sharp today. That's I'm showing because I'm drinking beer. That always makes me full of energy. I've eaten quite a lot of squidgy sweets. I don't know what they're called. Full of sugar because I was very tired, so I thought I'd fill myself sugar to wake myself up, and then fill myself beer to come down off the sugar high a little bit. Thank you to Too Many Susans who subscribed with Prime. Remember, you can subscribe, especially with your Amazon Prime. You can subscribe for free, no extra money to yourself, and we will get money. Less and less of you are doing it every single month. It would be lovely if more of you did it, because the first month was pretty good. So do remember to come back and resubscribe, or at least give that money to somebody else. Become a monthly badger if you want to give us money, which will then plough back into making more content. And hopefully in 2021, we'll be able to get out into the actual real world and film some sketches and do some animations and who knows what else. This is only going to get less and less good by becoming more and more professional. But don't worry about today. GoFasterStrike.com/badgers if you want to become a monthly badger. There's a monthly prize every month that we draw out, name out the hat, and you get extra interviews and extra all sorts of extras. Whew. You think people are just giving up on Amazon Prime? Ali Fan says maybe. Who knows? But it'd be good. We'll talk about. Well, I should have talked about that when we've got a story about that. I'll talk about it now. Here it is. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife has given. Doesn't really show the story very well there. She's given lots of money to charity. She's a very nice lady. Can't find the news story in my pile. It's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good for. Oh no, that's another what story? That's a birthday. Here she is. The ex. I should call her by her name, right? The ex-wife of Amazon boss Jeff Bezos. That's her name, according to the Daily Mail. Has given away more than 4.5 billion to charities. You know, that's good. When you're giving away 4.5 billion pounds to charity, you really want to be referred to by who you used to be married to. Hey, look, I can't really complain without looking down. Would I have got it? She's 50 years old. I know that much. She's called MacKenzie Scott. She's given the money to 384 organisations. Like 4.5 billion is a lot of money. She's still got 60 billion or something like that. She's worth more than 45 billion because most of the payout was in Amazon shares that have grown in value. She was worth 27 billion last year, so she's doing quite well. But I don't think giving away 4.5 billion is a bad thing. But if you would like to take 4.5 billion pounds from MacKenzie Scott's ex-husband, and that's what I'm going to call him from now on, then please sign up to Amazon Prime, and don't sign up to Amazon Prime. You'll give them money. If you're with Amazon Prime, or if you know anyone's with Amazon Prime, tell them to come to Amazon Gaming, I think it's called now. The fuckers. That's what he's done just to get at me, MacKenzie Scott's ex-husband. And use that Twitch subscription, and we'll be siphoning away some of his money. There must be some reason he's doing it. It must make him money somehow. I don't know, but it still feels good to take it off him. What a fucking cunt he is. Thanks for hosting my show on... why don't you give 4.5 billion pounds to charity Jeff Bezos? Oh, sorry, the MacKenzie Scott's ex-husband. She looks nice. I mean, she looks nicer because she's got £45 billion, but she looks like a nice person, and she is a nice person. More billionaires giving away some of their billions would be a good thing. I reckon once you've got $1 billion, time to stop. Unless, like, keep your bit. I'd allow you $1 billion. It's a lot of money, £1 billion, right? Have $1 billion, keep earning money, but just give it to nice causes. Maybe less than $1 billion, maybe 500 million. How about that? That's all right. Once I've got to 500 million, I promise you, I'll start giving the rest away. That's just the kind of guy I am. At the moment, we're not quite there. We're not quite there. I was doing a gig in Hertford last night. Thought I'd start off with some of the diss material I did for Hertford, because I'm from near Hitchin in Hertfordshire. There's a keen rivalry between the two places. Which one has a Waitrose? That's really all you have to ask to really bring them down. But you may not know this, but the Parliament of England temporarily moved to Hertford during a plague outbreak in London in 1563. And don't they fucking love going on about it in Hertford? They've actually called their central square Parliament Square, even though it was built in the 20th century. And they only had a parliament for 1 year because there was a plague. They're still fucking banging on 450, 500 years later. Oh, remember when we had a parliament in Hertford? Do you remember? I said to them last night, I bet were all really excited when COVID hit, when you go, oh, maybe the Parliament will come back to Hertford. The Holy Grail's buried in Hertford, possibly, and they're still banging on about the Parliament they had in 1563. Makes me sad. You're shit, get off. What? Who's heckling me? You're shit. Oh, I did take a friend along with me to Hertford, so I do have a witness to you got really dollars. You just read out your book. That isn't a gig. I did 20 minutes of stand-up, and I've made a vow since lockdown to not go back and do any old material from stand-up. And also I did 20 minutes of new stuff. You just read your fucking book. My book, which by the way is called The Problem with Men. It's very excellent. Still chance to get it for Christmas gifts for people. Oh, look, here it is. I read out the Serena Williams chapter. Your copy won't be magic like this. The Problem with Men. Do buy that. It's going okay, but it would be great if it went even better. If I can get £500 million from it, you can check whether I'll stick to my word. Look, here he is. You were there, weren't you? Hello, it's me, Ali. What are you doing on that side? Get on this side. You're not even winking at it. I'm not winking at it. Oh, you're winking at it a bit. Hello, it's me, Ali. Hello, rat fans. It's me. I'm winking at it a little bit. Only not very much, and I'm winking it. I'm cheeky knee. Yeah, and good to see you. Do you not enjoy me? Well, it was quite good when you took this out of Hertford, when you were in Hertford, Richard. You're not in Hertford now. There'll be some people in Hertford watching. What are the 185 fucking viewers? What are the chances any of them than Hertford? True, maybe not that much, but it's good to take them down. It's good for the Hitchin massive. Yeah, Hitchin. What you were on stage? What do you think? I was excellent. You came on with 3 minutes to go. I didn't have long, and you didn't manage to fill the 3 minutes 40. I had to do an extra joke. I know. I just said you're mentally ill, Richard, which I stand by. I think lockdown's been very bad for you. I don't think that's true. It's been good for me. It hasn't. You started talking to tuttits. To what? To tuttits. I've not talked to a tuttit all night, all year, I can promise you that. Richard, you've gone crazy. You're talking to inanimate objects, giving them voices. Not me, obviously, I'm real, but the rest of the characters in this show, the King of the World especially, that's not real. It's just Richard doing the voice. I don't think I couldn't do that voice. How do I do it if my lips aren't moving? It's a good question, Richard. Your lips don't move, that your little chin flaps do, don't they? Look at them. Not if I do it like that. Oh, I'm not if I do it like that. Why did I say not to do it like that? I don't know. I think someone got confused. You've been drinking a bottle of gear, haven't you, Richard? I've got a big bottle of gear there, actually. Yeah, it's a big bottle of gear. Chat room agreeing Hitchin's better than Hertford. Hertford stinks. Hertford shit. I don't know why it's called Hertfordshire. Because Hertford's the worst place in Hertfordshire. It should be called Hitchinshire. Or Herringshire. That's what I'm aiming for. And there you go, Richard. You certainly haven't gone mental. I don't think I've gone mental. I think this is I'm experimenting with the form. I'm paying tribute to all the ventriloquist acts of the past. What? By being a nonce? No. by being someone who sexually abuses a woman. No, that's they. Most of them did do that because most ventriloquists are weird. But look at Nina Conti. She's a ventriloquist, and I don't think Operation U-Tree have been. You just wait. Well, that's a terrible thing to say about Nina Conti. I think she's above reproach. She's a lovely, lovely person, and so am I. I don't think I've gone crazy. I don't think I've ever been saner than I've been this year. Oh yeah, very interesting, Richard. Interesting you think that. I'm winking at it. You're very sane. Aside, hold on. Aside, you're not very sane. You're very insane. The moustache is gone. I sacked the writers who suggested that I should have a Hitler moustache. It was clearly a very inappropriate thing to do, and I apologise to anyone who was offended. You don't really apologise. You think they're idiots. Anyone who's offended, I do think people who get offended by stuff on the whole are a bit stupid. I mean, by comedy, just on the whole. Didn't want to say anything there while I was drinking that beer. No, not really. Let's just see if you can say anything. I'm just gonna have a drink of beer. Yeah, hello. Some problem? You seem to be... So just coughed off. I've not had the COVID, actually. Might have some kind of COVID going on because of that. It's possible. Yeah, well, I was going to shout at you guys like old Tom Cruise. There we go. Look, there he is. You can't recognise him because he's got a mask on. He got very cross with... because my kids have been playing up. I haven't had time to organise all my stuff into the order I would have preferred. That's not it. That's not it. I don't have it. Don't even have that. Oh, what's that? No, don't have it. But you know what happened? He shouted at everyone. But I'm with him. I'm with him. Are you? Yeah. Did you just try and talk to me? I did try to just say your stuff. Sorry. We work into a very tight script, and sometimes I accidentally read your lines out. That's true. That's what's happening there. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I do not look at the script. I know all of the stuff I'm going to do because I'm a comedic genius. And sleedagging, I was sleedagging in 128 years ago. I was the first person to think of sleedagging. No one else had looked at a camera before I did it. That's true. So he shouted at all his crew and said he was going to sack them because they were all round a monitor rather than giving social distance. But, they're making out he's a big Hollywood, pushing his weight around to the little guy. But he's a Hollywood producer. He's got to keep the things going. It's the same for me. I can't have you guys, all the guys in this who've forced their way into my sideways look at the news, which is what I wanted to do. I'm managing to do it here now. If you all turn up without taking proper precautions, caught spluttering all over the place when I'm drinking a beer, let's see if you can talk now. Hello, Richard. It's me. Oh. Sorry, I was just coughing up and just don't put it in your mouth. What? Just don't have the beer and just put it look like it looks like it's in your mouth. Yeah. Are you doing this aside? Sorry, aside. Do this like it looks like it's in your mouth. Yeah. But don't actually take it in your mouth. Okay, I'll give it a go. Hello, it's me, Ali. This beer's nice. Yes, and look, I can talk. It's a bit echoey when you're talking. Yeah, I know. I can talk. Even look, Richard's drinking and I can still talk and everything's okay. So, and you can see his chin moving. That's the deer going down his throat. The deer going down my throat. The beer, the deer. You're getting better. The deer. You're not getting much better. The deer. You haven't got an end to it, Rich. I was only joking. Don't take it hard. I just suddenly have. Once you'd said it to me, I suddenly had a moment of clarity and thought, have I gone crazy? Is this crazy? Me sitting here talking to you as if you're a real person. I am the real person, Richard. Don't let It's like the children who say Father Christmas is just your parents. That wasn't true, was it? That's not true. Father Christmas is a magical thing. The way the death presents comes from, Richard. It's not Father Christmas. And I'm the real little boy. Oh, you're a little boy. Yes, I'm the little boy. And I've had some Victorian diseases that make me look old, and my face is ruddy. My eye is drooping. My hair flies up. I'm cheeky. And, you know, my jaw's a bit slack, isn't it? I had to have someone's finger back in my throat to make my jaw move. But the thoughts on that, it's all looking good. Your head see through. You can see my shirt through your head. Yeah, my head see through. You can see right through my head. Yeah, no, I feel the same. You know, I feel the same about this. It's oh God, we're 15 minutes in. We haven't even started properly. I know it's good that at least we hadn't had the King of the World yet. It's on the. I was very annoyed at you, Richard. What? So the credits last week, it said starring the King of the World, also starring Ali. It should say starring Ali. I'm the named one in it. Well, now you know how I feel. I'm just down in that list of half the characters aren't even in it. Like Rough Fluffy Rabbit. He isn't even in it, really. And it's Tamashanto, he's in one episode for one little bit. He's in the credits. Fluffy Rabbit's higher up the credits than I am. It's in alphabetical order, Richard. Well, King of the World, Ali Sloper. That's not alphabetical order. No, fair enough. Well, let's try and see if there's some good news to cheer people up at the end of 2020. This is, I think I'm going to do one more show this year, by the way. I was going to try and do next week, but I don't think there's going to be a chance to do one. So I will try and do a show in the arse end of next week. Probably not Thursday. It's Thursday, New Year's Eve. Oh, I can't remember. I don't know. Is that the case? I think I said I'm doing. Oh, that's not working. It's useless. Let's have a look at my calendar. Just see. You could have done this last stage, and but you know, it's a kind of relaxed thing we've got going here. So the 30th is Wednesday. Yeah, so the Thursday the 31st. I'm not sure, but my wife might let me do a kind of Richard Herring's Hogmanay. But if we do it, we'll record it in August. That's a good idea. But yeah, I've got at least one Christmas sketch because it's a Peter Dibdin sketch. Yeah, I wanted to come up with some news to make people feel a bit better about the year. I've definitely got this one to hand. It's right here. So the really good news that's broken today, I think it's all going to give a little bit of cheer, is Mrs. Brown's Boys. It's back. There she is, Mrs. Brown. You can just trust her to find just a new angle on stuff, can't you? Look, it's COVID year. Look how much toilet roll she's got stored up there. This is the story. It broke on Chortle today. Brendan O'Carroll, don't know who he is, reveals new BBC contract. Mrs. Brown's Boys creator Brendan O'Carroll, he must be the guy who writes some of the lines for Mrs. Brown, has signed a deal to keep his sitcom on the BBC for 7 more years. You know, so if you thought Brexit, in 7 years' time, Brexit will be sorted out, but you'll still be getting a Christmas special of Mrs. Brown's Boys. I haven't seen. What is it called? Mrs. Brown's Boys. Mrs. Brown's Boys is what? Mrs. Brown's Boys. I wish it was called Mrs. Brown's Boys because that would be better than Mrs. Brown's Boys, and less based on Carla Lane's sitcom. Oh, Dredd. No, you're thinking of Judge Dredd. It wasn't based on Judge Dredd. I think it would have been better if it had been based on Judge Dredd. It would have been better. A couple of people said this today on Twitter. I've always thought that it's the exact template of Bread. Bread. And it's called Mrs. Brown's Boys. Mrs. Brown's Boys. Not Mrs. Brown's Boys. Is Den Jeopardy in it? No, Den Jeopardy isn't in it. Do they ever go on Titting Toint, Lucky Stars? No, they don't go on Titting Toint. He says the contract guarantee. It's an interview from the Irish Sun. Okay, and like maybe he's been misquoted. Maybe they've taken some quotes out of context. I don't think so. He says the contract guarantees every festive special he makes will be given the plum time slot of 10 p.m. on Christmas Day. Is that the plum time slot? I don't know if it is the plum. I wouldn't say it was the plum time slot. It's not a plum time slot, is it? What's the plum time slot, do you think? I don't know what was the plum time slot. Well, you know, I don't think I've ever seen a plum on Christmas Day on TV. In the pudding? Plum pudding on Christmas Day? I've never seen that. He took in his tongue and he threw out a plum and said, "What a good guy am I?" He said, "What a good guy am I?" That's a different interpretation of it than I remember. And speaking of the Irish Sun, the 65-year-old comic boasted that he'd made more BBC Christmas specials than Morecambe and Wise. It's not really who makes the most, is it, though? And also, they went to ITV. It's who likes the best ones, isn't it? I mean, he seems to be implying he's better than Morecambe and Wise because he's done more Christmas specials than Morecambe and Wise. I mean, is that there? Because then the Queen Elizabeth II, is the funniest person in the world. She's done more Christmas specials than anyone. That's a good point. So the Queen's first, then Mrs. Brown, then Mrs. Brown, then Morecambe and Wise. He said, we've been doing it for 9 years already. Fucking hell. Feels like 500, which is 6 more than the royal family had and more than Morecambe and Wise. I mean, just gets my goat a little bit. That I mean, it's the sign of a man who, of a woman who. It's good to see a middle-aged woman on TV. I'll give that for Mrs. Brown's Boys. It's good that the BBC have reached out and thought, look, who isn't represented on TV very much? Middle-aged women. Let's get one of them in. I mean, I think it's a bit box ticking, and that's probably why the show isn't that good. But it's nice that they've given it a go. And they've had 9 years already. There's going to be 6 more. There'll be 15 Mrs. Brown's Boys specials with that kind of calibre of joke where I imagine she's going, don't worry. Oh, Begorra, don't worry. Hello. Oh, hello, I've been going down the Liffey. And I have just got my toilet roll, so I'm okay. Yeah, the toilet roll thing happened earlier in the year. No, but it might happen again. There's Brexit coming up. There's Brexit? No, Brexit. Okay. I just think he's also picked on Morecambe and Wise and the royal family. The main people involved in those shows are all dead. So, they can't come back and win. But the royal families are very weird. So the royal family did 3 Christmas specials, and he's going, yeah, but we've done 9, so we're better than the royal family. It just seems. So this new deal will be signed last week. It goes all the way to 2026. Mrs. Brown's Boy Christmas specials all the way to 2026. It guarantees Mrs. Brown is aired at 10 p.m. on Christmas night, or they don't have to make it. So he's got, basically, if they change their mind, so they don't want Mrs. Brown's Boys, if some maniac takes over the BBC and says, hey, hold on, I don't think we should be giving the plum spot to Mrs. Brown's Boys. I think we should give that to a plum. Get a plum. Why are we giving the plum spot to someone who isn't a plum? We've set up this plum spot. We've made a commitment to plums, and then we've put in a middle-aged lady, which, I'm glad we've got a middle-aged lady represented on the BBC. But come on, let's put plums back in there. So he'll get paid. Even if they don't do it for 6 years, he'll get the budget, presumably. And he's showing off about it. I wanted that because it's not good enough for Christmas Day, then we shouldn't be making it. Do you want to tell him, or should I? No, let's just leave it hang. Let's leave it hang. Let it speak for itself. If it's not good enough for Christmas Day, we shouldn't be making it. Shall we point up that Sunny? No, I think we just let it speak for itself. Let's point up right Sunny. No, let's let it speak for itself. 4.63 million viewers last year, Christmas Day. Is that as good as Morecambe? I can't remember if that's... How many viewers did Morecambe and Wise get, I wonder, on Christmas Day? Was it 4 point... I mean, it must have been less than 4.6. If you added up all 9 of Mrs. Brown's Boys totals, I bet that would beat... even if you did 100 Morecambe and Wises, it would beat it, right? So the programme will return for 2 episodes, 10 p.m. on Christmas Day and the same time on New Year's Day. BBC, I'm just going to tell you, you could have this. You could have this guy, me and this guy. I've got a carrot that looks like a penis. Woohoo! Did somebody say penis? No, you got to do it on double entendres. I'm trying to pitch the show. I've got a finger puppet horse that will turn sexual tricks for very low amount of money. £5 and it'll rim you. If you're the BBC, the DG of the BBC, free, if you give us that same contract you gave to. That's what I'm not going to go back on TV until I get the plum spot. I want the plum spot. I don't care about the plums. I want the plum spot. Christmas Day, 10 p.m. Ali and Herring's Twitch of Fun, and there's no negotiation. I'm going to go in like Boris Johnson into Brexit. Am I just sitting here doing nothing while you do a monologue? Let me do a bit of my topical look at the news without you butting in. I'm on a good roll. I'm being quite funny for once. Certainly, of the standard than this is drown, I would say thank you. That's, and if I'm not good enough to be on at 10 p.m. on Christmas Day. I don't want to do the show. I'll just have the money. So let's do the contract. I'll put a show together, within the unit, and Sally and Prince Andrew, And if it's not good enough for the BBC, I'll just take all the money that you would have given to make the show. That's my ultimatum to the Director General of the BBC. I don't know who that is. No, I'm not really interested in that sort of thing. I can hear a little noise back there. Hopefully it's the cats. Phoebe? Okay. I've got some naughty children in the house. I tell you what, I'm so angry about this, Ali. Why? I just want to show you the kind of things you could get. I'm going to Ian BBC if you're watching. I think it's the cat, or it might be an actual ghost. Let's go. I've got one recorded sketch this week. We're going to blow it in the first 25. I've done 25 minutes. I was trying to keep it tight this week. I know you got off on one, didn't you? This is Brown. I did, and the plum. I want the plum spot. Do you think if you get the plum spot, they give you plums? Yeah, definitely. You get a plum. If you take that spot, you get a plum. All right. Let's see what Peter Dibdin's up to this week in the BDSM driving school. I want to listen to it. Hold on, let me get where are my headphones? I want to listen to it because I haven't really seen this one yet. I think it's a good one. So let me get ready and hear it. This is the kind of thing we'd do if we had the plum spot on the BBC. I would. Yeah, we're very well organised. Okay, here we go. Hello, female Stevie. Welcome to lesson 3 of your driving course here at BDSM.
I thought the seatbelts were a bit tight.
Pardon me?
Nothing. You've got something sticking out your jacket pocket.
Oh! I've been looking for that everywhere. I wondered where that got to. I'll just chuck it on the pile.
Are you going to put that in a bank?
Oh no, I've got so much more than I'll ever need. That's just my rolling around on the floor money.
Well, if you're not using it, I'd love my money back.
Well, maybe if you learn to drive and how to teach other people to drive rather than wasting your time getting a degree, then you'd have piles of £50 notes to roll around naked on.
You roll around in them naked.
But you can't, so you don't. You can't even drive.
Well, I am trying to learn.
Non-driving scum like you are a drain on society. Personally, I would tax everyone who can't drive at 100%.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't be able to afford driving lessons and you wouldn't have a job.
If you forgive me, female Stevie, I prefer not to listen to the arguments of someone who can't even drive. You can't even drive, can you? You stupid fool! What's wrong with you? I can. QED. Question effectively demonstrated.
Will you please, then, teach me how to drive?
All in good time. I think we have to take a step back, don't we, Stevie? I think we have to address the elephant dans la chambre, don't we?
What?
Look, Stevie, I think you know what I'm talking about. I want you to know the feelings that are developing within you for me are perfectly normal.
Oh, right. Okay, so yes, I've been finding this so frustrating. I thought there was something wrong with me.
We're in a one-to-one intimate relationship here, and as someone who can't even drive, you have respect for me. And it's very easy for that respect to turn into something sexual.
Oh, no, right. No, that's not it at all. I just wanted to punch you in the mouth.
You mustn't be ashamed of your feelings, Stevie. It's perfectly natural to be sexually attracted to me. You see me as a father figure.
Yeah, no, I don't fancy my dad.
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
No, I'm not protesting at all. It's a fact.
Ooh, hit a nerve, have I?
No.
I think I've hit a nerve.
Well, you haven't hit a nerve. I'm fine. I'm very calm.
You don't sound calm. You sound like I've hit a nerve.
No, I don't, because you haven't.
I think I've definitely hit a nerve.
Okay, the only thing that's hit a nerve is you going on about hitting a nerve. You haven't hit a fucking nerve.
Swear words are the utensils of mentals.
Oh, that language is not appropriate.
Thank you for acknowledging your indiscretion. Don't be ashamed, Stevie. This happens to me with many of my pupils, female and male sometimes. Usually they spent long hours with me one-to-one in a car, crowded together in intimate space, not just talk to me for a couple of hours online. Which is why I wanted to nip this in the bud before attraction turns to infatuation. I want to let you down gently. I want to be kind to you, Stevie. You've done nothing wrong. Nothing is going to happen between you and me. I'm sorry. Not only do I find you physically repellent, but I'm married to my job.
Well, and I'm engaged to a human man, so...
When I became a driving instructor, I took a solemn oath that I would forsake all human and animal partners.
Oh, why do you have to specify animal?
And never indulge in relations with any person or animal, including myself.
Again, that is very weird, but also you're a driving instructor. You're not a monk.
I am not a monk, Stevie, because the things that I believe in actually exist. This is a purely practical consideration. I don't think anyone who has recently had relations with another person or animal or any kind of object
Oh, God, can you just stop, please?
is fit to be in control of a car. Relations of that manner make you relax, and you cannot relax for a second when you're behind the wheel of a car. A car is a dangerous weapon, more dangerous than a hungry tiger. You get into a state of post-coital bliss, and bang! Oh dear, Stevie, you've just driven into a minibus full of poor starving children.
Hey, what is your obsession with poor starving children?
They were on their way to their Christmas treat to see Mr. Blobby at Crinkly Bottom at Cricket St Thomas near Chart.
Yeah, that has been very closed for years.
But now, because you had relations and thought you were still fit to drive afterwards, their young lives have been snuffed out.
Okay, is this something you've experienced personally?
You may have done them a favour, Stevie. Their lives were full of sorrow and they were nothing but a drain on society. But their screams of pain mixed with hunger will haunt your dreams for the rest of your life. Plus, if that were to happen on your test, automatic fail.
It would make a harrowing public information film if your anti-sex agenda is ever enshrined in law.
I hope it will be, Stevie. Think of the poor starving children next time you're about to have sex.
Yeah, can we just get on with the lesson, please, now?
As long as you accept that the fantasies you harbour for me can never come true. You can look, Stevie, drink this in. That's fine. Look as much as you like, but you must never touch, okay?
Okay, I'm telling you right now, I've never been further away from an orgasm than I am at this second.
That is very good. Then you're ready to drive.
Okay, I'm not attracted to you, Peter. For a start, you're old enough to be my dad.
And we all know how you feel about him. Anyway, let's move on. Now it's time to learn the pulling away from the curb manoeuvre. It's very simple. Mirror, signal, road ahead, mirror road, indicate mirror road.
Wait, sorry, what's the difference between signal and indicate?
Don't interrupt me. Mirror, mirror, road, road, wing mirror, indicate off, mirror. See, it can't be. Some of you are saying, is it me, that character? But how? Look. No moustache. So how would that be possible? It wouldn't be possible. That is how. So that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Look, I should have got straight into this, shouldn't I? The big podcast, and I should have fucking found the bit. I was too busy admiring how funny I was. I mean, that character was. Because the big news is the big podcast news is that they've got Harry and Meghan from the royal family, formerly of the royal family. I don't need to wear these anymore. Have taken over. They're on Spotify. They've got a podcast and they're making £18 million. Now, when I got into podcasting back in, what was it, 2008, you didn't get paid that much money up front. Obviously, I'm making that sort of money now, but still far away from the 500 million that I have to start giving any of it away. And I don't know, it doesn't feel right, does it? That the Daily Mail are as annoyed about it as I am. They've looked into them being royally minted. Noel Gallagher's upset about it as well. Oasis Noel, he was on the Matt Morgan podcast. I always give, when I get something off a podcast, I quote it. Just a little tip for you journalists out there. Rocker Noel Gallagher called Prince Harry a fucking do-gooder, but feels sorry for the royal family as they have a shit life. I'm guessing what the swear words are. Said, Prince Harry, surely no one takes him seriously. He's just a mad little kid. I mean, he's grown up, right? I think he's still thinking of the guy walking behind his mum's coffin looking sad, and I can understand that was pretty mad. I don't like do-gooders in general. They fucking wind me up. So that's Noel Gallagher. I mean, he's said more about himself than about Prince Harry there, really. He's forgotten about the ageing process, and also he thinks that anyone who does good is winding him up, because presumably he doesn't do good. He'd say it feels sorry. I'm the same. Having watched The Crown, I feel sorry for them. And the Daily Mail, it's actually the Daily Mirror, I beg your pardon, has pointed out where they're making their money. Meghan enlisted a billionaire chat show friend, Oprah Winfrey, to sell a vegan brand of coffee. They got £30 million from Spotify podcasts. That's more than the other one says. 75 million from Netflix documentary. Value unknown for Apple TV. I'm not jealous of them. I say good luck to them. If you want to know I'll tell you what, Sally, you come and help me. I hadn't planned to do this, so she's not ready to go. Hello, yes, did someone want... Yes, you could play Prince Harry. Why don't I do Meghan? Yeah, okay, you could be Meghan. And I'll be Prince Harry. We'll read out their toe-curling taste of the podcast to come. This is a transcript of Meghan and Harry's teaser. So I'll be Prince Harry. Shall we start? No, sit. No, I have to do an American accent. Yeah, be American. Oh, yeah, yeehaw. No, say it. Because you think it sounds really nice with your accent. What, Archie Wall audio? I mean, really? Shall we? Yes, let's do it. Hi, guys, I'm Harry. And I'm Meghan. We knew that already. That's false modesty. Fucking do-gooders. One of the things my husband and I... You're not really doing the accent. Okay. One of the things that my husband and I have always talked about is our passion for meeting people. And are you reading it? And hearing our stories. Sorry, it's a bit far away, Richard. Okay, I'll put it closer. And meeting people and hearing their stories. And no matter what their story may be, not fine trained, they usually offer you some understanding of where someone else is coming from, and at the same time, remind you in some way of the story about yourself. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I don't say that. I was a bit confused about what you're saying there. And that's what this project is all about. They bring forward different perspective. I mean, why are they paying? I would have done it for like 17.5 million. We could have done it with Sally. We can do the voices and everything. And that's what this project is all about. To bring forward, I'm only joking, to bring forward different perspectives and voices that perhaps you haven't heard before and find our common ground. Because when that happens, change really is possible. He's the fucking prince. And you know that this is always a moment to celebrate kindness and compassion. That's what voice are you doing there? Because that's, you could get us cancelled if you're not careful. And do it in an American accent. Okay, we'll just keep it American. Yeah, and you know that this kindness is always a moment to celebrate kindness and compassion. Something we saw in so many places this year, and it'll underlie everything you hear from Archie audio. So that's what we're up to. And first up is a holiday special. Ding dong. It's good, isn't it? It's actually quite good. I don't know if I have to pay them for using their script. I think it's all right. We can't wait to share it with you. It'll be out later this month. Fucking hell, it was bad enough when, Ramesh Ranganathan and people started doing podcasts, and James Acaster, people who have proper jobs and making loads of money, and taking away what little I had. Prince fucking Harry, he's already got all this money. We can't wait to share it with you. We're talking to some amazing people. Oh yeah, we are, my fine friend. They're going to share their memories that have been really helped shape this past year, which has been, as you know, a difficult one for everybody. It's not been so difficult for you, has it? Oh God, I've turned into Noel Gallagher. So many people have been through so much pain this year, experienced loss, a huge amount of uncertainty, but it feels worth acknowledging that 2020 has connected us in ways we could never have imagined through endless acts of compassion and kindness. I mean, you get that if you've got loads of money. People are nice to you, mate. It's not your family, though, are they? Your family aren't so nice. And what really matters is clear now more than ever. You're doing Tammy Wynette now. Now I'm doing Dolly Parton. Okay. So here's what you need to do. Tap follow right now. Go on, tap follow. And that way you won't miss out. You'll be able to hear new shows from Archie Audio. Why is it called that? As soon as they drop. We are so excited. So follow and listen for 3 only on Spotify. We'll meet you back here soon. Happy holidays. Cheers. Yeah. Sometimes you like to go where everybody knows your name. My name is Ginoculars. Hello, my name is Ginoculars. So I was actually going to get someone else to come and talk about this. He's lost his medals, and I think that's probably apt. It's Prince Andrew, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is. Hello. Yes, it's me. Hello. How are you doing? Yes. Very glad to be here. Very nice to see you all again. And Richard, I was listening to this. Yeah, I was thinking, why don't you and me start up a podcast, just the two of us? I'm a much more senior member of the royal family, than Harry, certainly than Meghan, and I can't say what I was thinking there. I could get more, the two of us. I mean, you've got some podcast cachet. I'm not sure, Prince Andrew, that people will really be paying to want to hear your views on stuff. And none of the people, Richard. I was shopping in Lidl just the other day down in Hertford. Yeah, they don't have a waitress. I know. I looked all over the waitress. There's only a Lidl. It's embarrassing, isn't it? Yes, they must be embarrassed there in Hertford, Richard. You know, they did have Parliament there in 1563 that time. They did, yeah. And the Holy Grail Navy buried there, yes. But apart from that, Lidl, just it's embarrassing. I nearly lived there. That's partly why I'm like, did you? Yes, I had a house there and then nearby, and it fell through. Oh, that explains it. But I'm not sure people will pay as much, Prince Anne. No offence, but I'm just the way things are going for you at the moment is. I'll just wait for you to finish your beer, and a very polite man. I never drink alcohol, Richard, because I can't sweat it out. So, well, I mean, you wee it out, don't you? Yeah. Yes. I'm not sure. What do you think? Do you think? And good luck to him. He's my nephew or something, isn't he? I don't know. And she's, I guess, my niece. Yes. I mean, it's good that they're just acting like normal people and sharing that compassion, and that's very much like I am. I just care for the people of the world. I just want to look after all the children in the world. I bet it's probably best not to just say anything like that. Just steer away from it. So I think you and me could do a great podcast. Andy and Richie's chatting about stuff, just regular guys. You could pop down for a pizza. You could talk about how you sweat too much. I could say, I don't really sweat at all. I also there was some other things I wanted to talk to you about. The Daily Mail, what? Has been running quite a few stories about you. Duke's secret trip to Orgy Island while his accuser was there. What's going on? There's been a whole week of stories in the. This is day 3 today. Breaks cover. That might not be me, Richard. Look, you can't tell you that. He's got a mask on. That's not me at all. I don't think that's you going to the Orgy Island. I think that's you coming out of your house, driving off. It doesn't look anything like me. He's even doing your eyes. I don't do that. I don't look to the side. You do. When you're lying, you look to the side. I don't ever look to the side when I'm lying. Or at all. I can't. Actually, I had a medical condition because of something that happened to me actually just with Sarah Ferguson. She jumped up and surprised me. And I'm actually in an intimate situation, and I'm actually unable to move my eyes to the side. So like that or that. Either way, I can't do it either way. So that can't be me. That's not me. Also, I got the servants. I couldn't drive myself around. I think I can. Well, that's one of them. And then there's this one of Duke couldn't have gone riding with sex accuser as he allegedly has an allergy to horsehair. Yes, I am. That's right. I can't be on a horse. There's a picture of you on a horse. That's not me. That could be anyone wearing a hat. I mean, that could be anyone wearing a hat. It does really look like you, though. Well, that's not me, and it's not me in the other photo with the girl. Says, surprised, just like his inability to sweat, it's recently been cured. Yes, it has. I went to I got a 2-for-1 deal. I went to the sweat and horsehair allergy. The sweat curing doctor and the horse allergy curing doctor. It's the same guy. What's his name? It is Duke Accuser. You just literally looked up. You looked at the no, I didn't. You looked at the thing at that. No, I didn't. Look, I don't like the way this is going. This isn't. I just think you could, you and me could do a podcast. We could, solve crimes or something, or we could talk about. Do you think crimes is the way to go? So real life crimes. Yes. Well, we could say how it couldn't have been any of the crimes because of the horses and the sweating and the fact I was in teacher stress all the time. So, well, we'll think about it. We'll see. I'll get in touch with Spotify and see what they will. They'll give us. For we're not making anything for doing this apart from people. If people want to subscribe with Amazon Prime, please don't put your money into Amazon. Don't if you want to subscribe with money, go to gofasterstripe.com/badges. You can give us some everything every month, and you get loads of extra stuff. But if you're with Amazon Prime already and you're not giving money to anyone, give it to me. You give it to lovely Stevie Martin or Bill Alzaffer, who have got channels who appear on this show as well. Nice plug, Richard. I think you got that in quite well. I know it's very clever. I should hire you to try and, whitewash the way people look at them. Because a lot of people think of me as a bit of a turbo. I know, that is weird, isn't it? Yeah, the Daily Mail's really not helping this week. They've had something every fucking day. They've had a dossier. They have got a dossier. They've got an explosive dossier. Oh, that's good, because then it'll blow up and then no one will be able to read it because it'll all blown up. You think? I can't believe how long this is all going on, Prince Andrew. So I'm gonna. We've used up our sketch, haven't you? Done the sketch. Why don't you go away? Okay, I'll go away. That was Prince Andrew there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what else we've got coming on. Let's talk to Cocky Carrot. I've got different, but we've got 2 stream decks now. That's how much it's got.
He looks like a 10-inch penis crossed with Ed the Duck. He thinks he is the greatest and he doesn't give a damn. He's God's gift to vegetables and he's extremely phallic. What a fucking fucker! It's Cocky Carrot.
Yes, I thought we might like to get Cocky Carrot's influx onto this story, which is the world's ugliest plants or something. Again, I thought I'd printed this one up, but it's not come up. This was on the BBC. Let me see if I can get this up on my website. On my old computer, you know what I'm talking about. Before he comes up, then I can. That's Tom Cruise talking there. Let's see if it's here. World's ugliest. There it is. World's ugliest orchid tops list of new discoveries. The ugliest orchid in the world and the British mushrooms are among a list of new species named by scientists at the Royal Botanic Gardens Kew. Experts say weird and wonderful plants and fungi highlight the incredible diversity of species still to be found documented. A third of new species are orchids. I thought Cocky Cat. There it is. There's the orchid. It's in the middle there. Well, hey, did somebody say orchid, which is another way of describing testicles? Yeah, I'll give you that. That's fine. Well, hey, look at that picture. Did somebody order vagina? You've got to do better than this, Cocky Carrot. What do you mean? You can't just like try and come up. It looks like a wizard sleeve. Yeah. Which is also a euphemism for a flatty vagina. It looks like a flatty vagina. Well, it's the whole vulva, isn't it? It's not. I mean, I suppose that part may be the vagina. I got confused about it in Taskmaster last week. I got a lot of flack on Twitter, though. To be fair, I was drawing a vagina with we coming out of a monster, not out of a woman. Look at that. I wouldn't. What do you think? I wouldn't. I'm the vegetable rich and I'm only human. Well, you're not. You're a carrot. Yeah, I'm only a carrot. And I wouldn't mind sliding away into that little orchid's crevices. Ooh! Did somebody say crevices? Yeah, you just said it. You can't do it. You can't do it to yourself. Ooh! Is there a pistol in your pocket, or you're just pleased to see me? That's actually very clever. Cocky Carrot. Thank you. I just because the pistil is the sexual part of the female sexual parts of a flower. I don't know if you. Ooh, she's given you a stalk on. That's less clever. Oh, I hoped I had the stamen to have sex with that. Again, halfway clever. Stamen is the male. Oh, is it Anthony Redfern? Anther. Well, you were referring to Anthea Redfern from the Generation game from the 1970s. Yes! And you're trying to make a pun about the anther, which is, again, I think, is it the sort of... I'm not sure what that is. I think, Richard, it's the pods, isn't it? It's the ovaries of the flower, the anther. I think. I'm not sure. I know when I see something I like, and I just slip there. That looks like a tight fit. Did somebody say tight fit? You really can't do it on your own. Have you hurt your eye? Your eye looks... Don't dunk me in the eye. Have you overcome your existential dread about not being the original character? I am the original character. I think your eye's been pushed in, hasn't it? That's my fault. I don't really take good care of you. I don't know if I can push it out again. I've got some spare eyes. Some spare eyes? What do you mean you got spare eyes? These are my eyes. If you take them out, I'll be blinded. They're stick-on googly eyes, mate. What? These have been stuck on by Richard Ison, the sculptor. He gave me 2 spare ones, I guess, in case anything like this ever happened. and you can't even see out of them. I can see out of them. It's not possible. They're just stuck on. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why? Why would you say such things? I don't understand it. Why? Cocky carrot there having an existential crisis. We're getting through him. We're getting through the characters. We've done him. Done that. Done that. What are we going? Oh yeah, let's do this. Ali, where are you? Dude, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to leave you down there. Come on. Yes, Disney. It's good. Oh, your eyes really. Oh, your eye closed and then pop back open again. Yes, I believe this is the right eye to the winking on my right eye. Okay, if you think so. Let's have a look at this story. No King of the World yet, Richard. No, maybe he's not going to be in it. That would be amazing if the King of the World wasn't in it. It would be amazing, wouldn't it? This is from the Sun, I believe, yes. Robbie Williams was almost killed by mercury in fish. He was eating so much octopus and fish, and certain types of fish have got mercury in them. He was eating it 2 times a day. He was on another podcast. Let's see what podcast that was. Oh, Radio X. And he could have dropped dead of mercury and arsenic poison because he was eating so much fish. And he said it was got the highest mercury poison the doctor's ever seen. Do you know what I thought when I heard that? I've won. That's how my ego works. I've got the highest. Did you say the highest? Thank you. And then I listened to this. The host actually says you won the Mercury Prize. He hadn't even thought of that. And then says, yeah, I've literally won the Mercury Award. So I mean, he was just happy to have the highest amount of mercury in his body. And that's why I like Robbie Williams. He seems okay. Don't eat too much. If you eat a lot of shellfish, in particular swordfish, king mackerel and marlin, I think octopus as well. Do be careful if you eat. I love Robbie Williams. Richard, you love who? Robbie Williams. You love Robbie Williams. He's my favourite rapper. He's your favourite what? Rapper. And that's a very big allegation to make. A rapper, Richard. He's a rapper. Sorry, I thought you said something else. You don't talk very distinctly. I'm doing my best to talk as distinctly as possible in this weird circumstances. You like his rapping, and he's not well known for it. He is very well known for his rapping, Richard. He's rapping. You think he's well known for his rap? I do think he's well known for his rapping. That is my favourite thing about him, his rap, his ability to rap. Do you want to move your mouth while you're talking? Yes, I will. I'll talk. I'll move my mouth while I'm talking. Can you give me any of his rapping? Yes, I can. I love Robbie Williams. You love who? Robbie Williams. I'm an honorary Sean Connery. Don't send it all. There's only one of me. Single-handedly raising the economy. Ain't no chance of my record company dropping me. Trust they saying, are you into sodomy? I say, I don't know. Yeah, probably. Just now and into serial monogamy. So something about ornithology. Grab your binoculars. Come join me. Is that your... You know all the words to that? Yeah, I do know all the words. That is embarrassing that you know all the words to that, mate. I'm glad that's not... Well, I didn't get the last bit right, did I? Test, they say, are you into sodomy? I say, yeah, I don't know, probably. Something about serial monogamy. Just now and into ornithology. Grab your binoculars. Come follow me. Let's see if you got it right, because I have got it written down here, but I didn't have it in the right place. I'm an honorary Sean Connery. Dawn, 74, there's only one of me. Yeah, you're not even looking at it. Single-handedly raising the economy, ain't no chance for it. Press be asking, do I care for sodomy? Oh, yes, of course it's... I don't know, yeah, probably. I've been looking for serial monogamy. I've been looking for serial monogamy. You forgot the funny... Did I? Yeah. Not some bird that looks like Billy Connolly. Not some bird that looks like Dilly Donnelly. But what? Not some bird that looks like Billy Connolly. I've been looking for serial monogamy, not some bird that looks like Lily Connolly. Doctor, now I'm into ornithology. I'm down for ornithology. Grab your binoculars. Grab your binoculars. Come join me. It's sort of a bit to Two Ronnies, doesn't it? It goes a bit. It's like a Two Ronnies rap. He's a great rapper, Richard. I said I love him for his rapping. I used to be into Robbie Williams. I used to draw him on I had a tattoo of him on my tummy. It might still be there. Grab your binoculars, come join me. I'm an honorary Sean Connery, Dawn, 72. You were born in 1892. I'm an honorary... What's that? John Connery wasn't alive in 1892. Can you think of another personality? I'm an honorary engine in Disraeli. Not bad. actually surprised me with that. I don't know how you came up with that. It's good. Dawn 92. There's only one of these single-handedly. Yeah, you're not winking at the news. You are winking at it. Ain't no chance on the going solo, really, though, is there? That's quite good. You are making this up as you go along, so I do have to give you. Trust the asking, am I into sodomy? I say yes, ask Sally. I stick it right at her done. Not sure that says. I've been looking to get out a serial monogamy. Not some bird that looks like Lily Connolly, though. To be honest, have you seen Sally? I'd take a bird who looks like Lily Connolly. It's the personality that's important, Robbie. You need to have a look at your attitude. That's true, and I think Billy Connolly's quite attractive. Would make an attractive woman, yeah. I don't mind a beard on a woman, it's just natural, yeah. And banana boots, that could be useful. Are we just going to rap the one bit of rap from Robbie Williams? I love the rap, Rich. I did used to. I'm going to be honest with you, Ali. I know this rap as well. Do you? Yeah, I know it about as well as you do. Yeah. Weirdly, because I used to listen to this album in my car when I was touring when I was a younger man. Oh, that is tragic. So I hope it'll be all right. I hope he. I hope he doesn't start thinking that being the best at catching terrible diseases is a good thing. That's what I'm worried about. I wanted to talk to you quickly about this before we go on to Law Fox. Oh, Law Fox, I love him. As long as it's not the king of the world, I don't think it's going to be in it. His head's come off. Okay, that's good news. Yes, Dr. Alien Herring. No, king of the world. It was just so limited king of the world, wasn't it? Have I got this guy here? I don't know if I've put him up on there. Oh, yes, here it is. So you can see this. I'm furious. It's a letter to Colleen Nolan, okay? Some people are writing to Nolans to ask them for advice. I'm furious he's got so fat he doesn't even care. This is the letter. And then the little quotes there say, I don't want to have sex and don't find him attractive. Like, I'm not interested in that. I think that's pathetic, okay? Right? I'm a portly gentleman, and again, these things are not important. If you're finding someone attractive because they're overweight, then that's your problem. Especially if you married them. What I'm interested in this is just the picture. I mean, that picture is not the bloke that the woman's talking. She didn't send in this picture. Oh, here, by the way, this is my husband. Just to show you why I've lost interest in him. He's a slightly chubby man eating some popcorn, it looks like, out of a bowl. You can see it there. He's watching TV. He looks all right. He's got a nice watch. His shirt could do with an iron, but we could all say that. When he had that photo taken, I don't think he thought that's going to end up in the Daily Mirror advice column and have it under, I don't want to have sex and I don't find him attractive. I think they're going, yeah, we're just going to take a photo of you. It's just a library footage, just stock image. We're going to put it in just people want, if they ever want a guy watching a movie, I guess. Oh, really? Yeah, why have you chosen me for that? I just think there's no reason, just undo your shirt a bit and just really look like you're just eating a whole bowl of popcorn. Don't worry, we'll be using it. We won't be using it to anything that'll make you... It won't have, I don't want to have sex and don't find him attractive written underneath it. Don't worry, mate. You get 50 quid for this. And now I've made it worse by putting his picture up here. I'm furious he's got so fat he's not even that fat, that guy. And it's I don't want to have sex with him. But it's not because he's fat. Because he's not sharing his popcorn, and that's just impolite. I don't like impolite, selfish people. Let's find out what old Fox Law has been up to this year. Oh, yes, I love him, because he's unthreateningly not that amusing. Good.
Cache your excess food in the ground beneath.
That's Fox Law.
Grip your prey's neck with your pronounced canine
That's
teeth.
Fox Law.
The world is actually prejudiced against white posh men.
Fox Law.
In the middle of the night you must attempt to eat every hen.
That's Fox Law.
With me, Law Fox. Hello, it's me, Fox Law. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, it really doesn't sound like bum bum when you do it. Bum bum. I think that's the hardest thing to ventriloquize in the world. What do you mean ventriloquize? I can say dun dun. Perfect. I mean, it's good because it's someone else's copyright, but I think you saying dun dun is probably okay. Dun dun. It could be a dun dun. It's me, Law Fox. Hello. What have you been up to this week, Law Fox? Let me just, I'm polite enough to let you finish your drink, Richard. Thought I talk. It's a lot you are today. It's very nice of you. I would just like to say I've been on a kneel out with my friends, and I don't care about the tears. I tell you what, I'm in tears, Richard. Oh, really? Yes. About the tears. What, you're crying because, yeah. Yes. And I think, get out, have Christmas with the family. Don't listen to any of these people telling you can't meet up with your family. Go out, meet up with your family, share your food, kill your family, then inherit their wealth, which you'll need to do if you're going to survive your divorce and loss of your career, Richard. Hooray! Kill my parents, kill them. Look, I'm a fox, yes, and we go out and we just rip apart chickens. We don't even eat half of them. That's just our way, and I'm not going to change that, even just the one Christmas, because of bloody do-gooder liberal Boris Johnson and his cacophony of idiots. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about, Richard. Okay, yeah, is this story, 3/4 of the DDC comedians are liberals. Did you hear this? Yeah, and there's Marcus Brigstock there. This is in Chortle. Marcus Brigstock again, when he was having that photo taken, I'm guessing he didn't think, oh, but Marcus, just put your hand on there. We'll have this. It's just in case, we need any news stories about it. Don't worry, we're not going to put you as the personification of a liberal comedian at the BBC. Don't worry about that. It's going to be fine, Marcus. You'll be fine. Is your name really Marcus? Okay, don't worry, that's good. I'm glad. That's it. Just look. Can you look a bit smug? Shit, now I've done it. They can use me, except I've got a fox here, so they'll make it. Yes, I think, the problem is 3/4 of the Canadians are liberals. 3/4. So 1/4 of them aren't liberals. That seems like a high amount that aren't liberals. Some of them are apolitical, Richard. Where are all the right-wing Canadians? We're very funny. Did you hear me do my tears joke? Tears and tears. I realised they sounded the same, and I did a joke. And yet the DDC are not getting in touch with me. They're not getting in touch with me, and I do groundbreaking comedy that subverts genres and stuff. They're people don't. The BBC aren't clever enough to get how deep and existential this is and what's going on here. It's about the way that a celebrity will eat itself, kind of the desperation that celebrities will go to in order to get back onto television, the fact that they can broadcast from home now. It's sort of this tragedy of is that you're parodying that, are you? Yeah, it's a clever parody of it, and the BBC won't put it on. They won't put you on because of your right-wing views. That's right. But also, I mean, I don't know about this. Do you think the problem, and like people have said all this stuff about, obviously, whoever's in power, comedians have to rail against them. So we've got a right-wing government, so it's going to be more left-wing comedy about that than there is about the stuff that isn't really working well. I think Jeremy Corbyn got a lot of jokes about him as well, so I don't think it's really true. But I think this is what you're talking a lot in this week's show, Richard. Well, it's my show. I'm just saying you're talking a lot. I've got to wrap up quite soon. We've got to end it soon. Is the King of the World going to be on? I like it. I think maybe we won't do the King of the World this week. Oh, I think you need to do it every week. I think he's so good. Well, you're eating into his time. Well, I don't want that. When's the King of the World going? They wouldn't have him on, would they? Because on the TV, because he's the King of the World. I'm the King of the World. That's what he says. That's what I like him. It's not as good when you do it. I'm the King of the World. I could be an impressionist. I can do impressions of them all. And you sound quite like Ali. Do it. I'm much slosher than Ali. And then doom doom. I say doom doom. You say doom doom. You do say doom 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 doom. No, I think stop interrupting me when I'm trying to make a serious point. I think the problem here is that I'm going to have to get another beer for the Taskmaster read through. Do you win, Richard? Well, I don't want to say because it's embarrassing that I lost, but also, if I didn't lose, people want to watch the show, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I hope you do win, Richard. I think we need more right-wing people winning stuff on TV. I'm not right-wing. Oh, come on. You live in this big house. You don't care about the poor. You have me on your show. No one else would have me on their show, Richard. You have me on every week. I think the reason there aren't many right-wing comedians is because, like comedy, you need to have empathy, okay? And I think being right-wing, you do not. That's sort of the definition of being right-wing is you don't have empathy. You don't care about what anyone else does. You only care about yourself. That's not a funny position. It can be funny if you parody yourself. I think a lot of the right-wing comedians on TV manage to parody themselves through that, and you know, sometimes it's a character, but sometimes it's a extension of themselves. But I think to be really funny, if you're just mocking, you know, like you do, Law Fox, I do knock the. That's what I like to do. If you're just mocking people for, you know, saying that Black Lives Matter, yes, they don't matter. As you know, what I'm saying is they don't matter any more than White Lives Matter. Why don't White Lives Matter? Yeah, and that's what they're also saying. So you agree with them then? No, because I think white lives do matter. And so that's what I say. And, you know, Black Lives Matter to the black people, White Lives Matter to everyone else. It's what I mean. You can't see, you know, you don't have the empathy and the understanding of someone else's point. All you can say is something that is, you're attacked. You feel attacked, and then you attack in return. It's what Donald Trump does. It's what Stuart Lee does. It's what you do. And he's the most right-wing comedian probably on TV. Deflecting, worried that you'll get criticised about something, so you deflect it onto other people. Would you think that's fair? I don't know. I think I'm very funny. I wrote Winston Churchill was racist on a bottle of wine or something just at this dinner I went to this week, and that's funny because he wasn't. Well, I mean, you know, by today's standards, he was. You know, I don't think you necessarily have to go back into the past and pick apart everyone's lives and say, oh, well, he did something good, but he did all this bad stuff, because that's going to be true of us all. That's an argument you can have. But, you know, he definitely did some really bad racist stuff. So, you know, it's worth looking into that. You know, he created a lot of problems as well as solving some problems. He won World War II, Richard. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So, like, that's not fun. If it's not, I mean, it's not funny me going on about the true history, but it's not funny you going, just stop looking at me like, I hate it when you guys start staring at me in that face like this, because it just makes it very hard to carry on. And it really unsettles me. You're not speaking, you're just looking at me, and you're looking me straight in the eye, and it's very upsetting, and it really makes me question everything I'm doing here, and makes me think, you know, maybe when Ali at the beginning said I was mentally ill, talking to puppets, and the fact you're looking at me and like you haven't said anything for like a full minute. I'm gonna do the I can't take it. I'm gonna do the let's get Donkey on. We'll do the birthday.
Hooray. You've lived another year and you haven't even died. Though cancer may be secretly creeping deep inside. If you think that's worth a party, your brain's also going wonky. Let's get an E or a kick from the reluctant birthday donkey.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, why can't I die? Hee-haw. Hello, Richard, it's me, the non-reluctant birthday donkey. Hee-haw, why can't I die? I just want to die. Do you want to die, or do you want to carry on doing the birthdays? Because he can do the birthdays. No one wants him to do the birthdays, Richard. I have to think of the birthday children. And I have to think of what they want. No one wants that non-eared monstrosity telling them about their birthdays. They want me. Well, that's very rude to the other donkey. You be nice to him, just because someone looked after him and loved him enough not to play. I loved you enough to play with you. You were the one who was loved. He's the one who's hated. And you need to both look. You need empathy. That's the thing. You should be on the BBC, because you're a very right-wing donkey. You only think about yourself. Oh, my ears have fallen off. Oh, my top's all tattered and dirty. Oh, the person who had me just kept me in a box for 50 years and abused me by not loving me. I'd be like this guy. He's the face of. You know, look at him with his ears. He could be on TV. Let's just do the birthdays. It's falling apart. Birthday this week. We've only got one. Came in very late. It is for Trish Phillips, who is 47 tomorrow, Friday the 18th of December. She's a key worker in schools, been working right through lockdown. Thank you very much, Trish, for your service. Take care out there. This is Paul Briggs who has sent this in, and I'm just guessing, Paul, I think you're punching above your weight. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I think Trish is too good for you. I haven't seen a photo of you. I don't know anything about you. I'm just saying you fucking lucked out here, mate. That's all I'm saying. She's isolating due to positive case in her school bubble. This is terrible. It would make her day if she could get some Eeyores from the reluctant birthday donkey. She doesn't want them from you. Oh, I would have done 47 Eeyore. She doesn't want them from you, mate. She wants them specifically from a donkey. I don't want to do it. Let me die. She wants them from you. You said you had to care about the little. You seem very confused about what you want to do. Okay. P.S. Good luck with the Taskmaster final. He's like, someone said my 4-year-old son's going to be very upset if you don't win, and I said, well, I can't. It was 3:00 in the afternoon. I said maybe I can get everyone back together to reshoot it so that I win this in time to put it out. We'll give it a go. Was I joking? It wouldn't be the same if I won, would it? It wouldn't be the same. Right, let's do 47 Eeyores. Oh, no, just kill me. Here. You're over halfway through. 30. Why are you doing this to me, Trish? I wish you... Why couldn't you have died and then I wouldn't have to... Don't, she might have COVID. Don't have some respect. That's 40. Here. 47. Here. Oh, don't do one for luck. That's just rude. And Trish, because you're the only person who has done it this week, you're also going to get the magic button. I don't know what this is. Chris Evans, not that one, does it every week. Let's see. I had to sit down, close my eyes so he could try and get it. I may have moved my seat since then. Let's see. Here's the magic button. Oh, my goodness. I'm in Community. That's pretty good. Are they moving around? It's just a picture of Community, right? Or are they moving? It's good, though. I love Community. So that was very nice. I hope that's what it was meant to be. Hope you can hear me. Looks like you can. So there we go. Trish, happy birthday, Trish. Thanks for all your service. I'm sorry you've had to self-isolate. Hopefully everyone will be okay. Please, everyone out there, take care over this Christmas period. Don't get COVID now. Just when the vaccine's round the corner. They were moving a bit, weren't they? They were moving a bit. Maybe it was meant to do something else. We'll see. He's quite incompetent. I think Chris Evans might have some kind of disease himself. He seems to make a lot of unnecessary errors, but I also think maybe he's got that Munchausen syndrome where he makes things go wrong so that he can come in and fix them, and I think it could be that. Anyway, look, we're nearly there, I think. I don't want to do too much more today. I think have I hit all the buttons? Let's see what else we've got in there. We've done Prince Andrew. We didn't do. There's a guy who's made masks of himself. I just wondered, is it cheating if you have sex with someone who's got a mask of their own face on, or what if I was to make a mask of my wife's face and put that on someone else's face, and then have sex with the other person? Is that cheating? Because it would still be my wife, right? Yeah, I think that would work. I think that would be good. I think that's all I was going to do with that. Colleen Nolan done that. We've done it. We've done a lot. We've got all my stories in. Very pleased with that. We've done the birthdays. No Brian Wasp. No Marmite Lid. What are you going to do? You can't get everything in every week, because also there's 15 minutes to Taskmaster. So I think we're just going to say, hold on. Did I forget somebody? Imagine if I'd let you down there. Imagine. No Wasp. Some people are upset by the Wasp. I think there's just one more little guy we have to see before we go. No! Hey, it's me, I'm the king of the world. I'd like to be the king of the world. I jumped around because I'm the king of the world. And don't forget I'm the king of the world. Because I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. Ha ha! Yeah, they say the best to last. They say the king of the world to last. I hate that king of the world. Yeah, baby. I'm the king of the world. You thought I wasn't coming, and then it looked like Richard finished. You're going on about the king of the world. Where's the king of the world? Here's the king of the world. I'm here all along. Oh, yeah, 'cause I'm the king of the world. I don't like you. Go away. No, you can't tell me to go away. No one can tell me what to do. You know why? 'Cause you're a fucking cunt. Don't use that kind of language. No, I might be. I don't care, 'cause I'm the king of the world. I can do what I like. I can go to an island and have sex with anyone I want. Don't start talking about that. I'll upset Prince Andrew if you say that. 'Cause I'm the king of the world. Who's going to fleece the king of the world? No one. 'Cause the king of the world's the top position. Can the king of France come and tell me what to do? No, 'cause France is part of the world. And I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. Also, President Macron isn't very well. He's got COVID as well. Has he? Well, that's a shame for him. I have not got COVID because I'm the king of the world, and you can't get COVID if you're the king of the world. Well, lots of leaders have had it. Yeah, not me, because I'm the king of the world. Have you always been the king of the world? I've been the king of the world since there was a world, Richard. I've been the king. I've been looking over it saying, I'm the king of the world. There was a lot of time sitting there thinking, no, there's not much going on. Then the Anivas came. And then some tree Cambrian explosion, and then some lizards. What about fish? Yeah, fish, sure. And then that took a little time. Then a monkey came along, and I said, hey, man, you look a bit like a man. He said, I'm not, I'm the monkey. I said, well, anyway, I'm the king of the world. Go and get me a banana. And he did, because I'm the king of the world. That's a good backstory we've got there. So you've sort of been sitting in space and time for eternity. I'm the king of the world, Richard. What if you met the king of the universe? What would happen there? There is no king of the universe, Richard. There's just a king of the world. He's the king of the world. If there was a king of the universe, though, would that trump you? Start talking about the king of the universe. I'm the king of the world. That's all from me this week. I gotta go and get ready for Taskmaster. I can't wait to see who's on. Doesn't really matter who won Taskmaster, because they're just the king of Taskmaster. I'm the king of the world. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hate that king of the world. Get him off. He ruins the show. King of the world. Good night. I'm the king of the world. See you, everyone. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. And I am the king of the world.